Yes, it is true that the Ummah is presently going through a downfall. But realize that every community on earth comes up with a revolution at the brink of their destruction. Yes, the Ummah is falling. We are torn apart by boundaries. All that remains of the Islamic empire is broken fragments of honor in the name of oil. We are being butchered in Burma. We are being invaded in Palestine. We are being bombed in Syria. East or west, the Ummah feels the pain. But realize that this is not the end. This is not a situation we should be surprised at. Yes, we are deeply sad. We are in pain for our brothers, but not surprised. Today let us analyze what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has to say about the current situation of the world. Once the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to the Sahaba, "A time will come when the nations of the world will summon upon one another to fall upon you as hungry people invite one another and fall upon the plates of food. Tell me, is this description not the state of the Ummah today?" Well, one of the Sahaba asked the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Will we be so little in number at that time?" And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "No, you will be great in number, like scum on the surface of an ocean." Subhanallah, is this not the description of today's time? Every 1 in 4 persons in the world is a Muslim, about 2 billion in number. How can any sound mind think that a population as big as 2 billion can be oppressed? The reply was given by the best person we can turn to find an answer. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Allah will take away your fear from the hearts of your enemies and will put wahan in your hearts." Now you must be thinking, what is wahan? If you're thinking this, then you're thinking just like the Sahaba did. One of the companions asked, "What is wahan, ya Rasulullah?" And Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, "Love for the worldly life and hatred for death." Love for the worldly life. How do we describe this problem? Is anyone among us free from this disease? According to what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, this is the virus that plagues the Ummah. The Ummah is like a body. When one of its parts is suffering, the whole body must feel the pain. But today's scenario is, the likeness of this Ummah is like a body. When one of its parts is suffering, the rest of the body becomes paralyzed. Wahan, wahan, wahan. The virus that has invaded our hearts, that has made this body paralyzed. And what happens when you remain paralyzed? The cannibalist just invites people like hungry people invite others on plates of food, and they're gonna eat you out. Wahan, wahan, wahan. Love for the worldly life and fear from death. What's the solution then? Number 1, Quran is the solution for all the diseases of the hearts. The Ummah must reconnect back to the Quran. Those who are connected to the Quran must become doctors for those whose hearts have become diseased with this wahan. Number 2, Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Study the Sunnah, because nothing can make your heart free from the desire of this world the way the knowledge of the seerah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam can. And nothing can make your heart free from the fear of death the way the love of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the knowledge of the sacrifices of his companions can. मौत को भूल गए हम दुनिया से मोहब्बत करके, ये भूल गए कि एक और ज़िंदगी है बाद मर के। जज्बातों की जंजीर में फंस गए हम, नेमतें लगने लगे हैं कम, जीना